everyone. Welcome to Iced Tea Time. It is Jen with Sapology here, and we are diving into our spring and summer season 2023. And so we're going to talk about some of the new teas, and we're going to steep up a couple iced teas together just so that I can show you how quick and easy and simple it is, and I promise you delicious. So my iced tea steeping kind of began like back in the day, 6 years ago when I started this business. We didn't have this naturally sweet iced tea line. What we made a lot of iced teas from was our fruit teas. And in fact, I didn't really enjoy, for the most part, the fruit teas as a hot cup of tea. But once I started playing around and making some really great iced teas and things like cocktails and mocktails and sangrias, which is a whole nother video, I really fell in love with making my own iced teas this way. So we'll get into this line, but I just want to mention there are 16 fruit teas with Sapology. We have 16 flavors, everything from grape soda to raspberry cream soda, peach schnapps, strawberry lime, blackberry, honeydew, dragon fruit. We've just got everything, and I absolutely love those teas and make them into iced teas often. Now, what makes our sweet tea line so unique is that we use whole stevia leaf to sweeten. So we've got 0 calories and 0 sugar in these teas, but they make a perfectly sweet iced tea. So we're gonna get one steeping here, but I have lots more to say about this line, and we're gonna talk about some of the flavors, but first let's just get one steeping, because I'm gonna do a couple different methods here. We're gonna make a glass of iced tea. We're also gonna make a pitcher of iced tea, and I just wanna show you how easy it is and that there are a couple different methods that you can use. So first off, we're gonna do a hot steep method. This is our Breezy tea infuser, and actually before I put my tea in there, I should just show you how this works. So this little infuser has like a removable mesh screen in the bottom. So you just pop that into place. You add your couple scoops of tea in there. I actually use this a lot for making like spritzers. I often steep fruit teas into sparkling waters. Oh my gosh, it's like the best thing ever. And you can always make those tipsy if you want to. So I put 2 scoops of tea in there. I've got my boiling water here, so we're just gonna pour that over. And fruit teas, you wanna let them steep for like a good 4 minutes, because the fruit teas have no caffeine in them. They're not like a true tea. They're just chunks of fruit. You could actually steep that for 20 minutes. You could steep that for an hour. It won't over steep and it won't get bitter, but we're gonna show you how you can make a quick glass of iced tea in like 4 minutes. So we're gonna let that steep. I'm just gonna set that aside for a minute. So like I said, what we have done with this line of teas is we've used whole stevia leaf, and that is our sweetener. So in fact, in our house, so my husband, he's been an iced tea drinker forever, like his whole life. And so Kirkland iced tea crystals is what we always had in our cupboard, and he would drink a couple glasses a day. And I figured that out to be close to 80 grams of sugar every day. And so we have switched him over to this line of teas, and I make a pitcher at a time. A pitcher of tea lasts him 3 or 4 days, and there is 0 sugar, and he loves them. The raspberry is hands down his favorite. We're just gonna go through the flavors together. If I can actually find this page in the catalog. Still learning the new catalog here. Okay, here is the spread of our naturally sweet teas. And I'll tell you what's new. So the new flavors this year, sweet mojito. You can just imagine the cocktails we are going to make from this one. Mojitos without adding all that sugar. Heck yes. And then the other one, oh gosh, so good, you guys. Where did I put that one? I have a small bag of it here somewhere. Here it is. Naturally sweet mango colada. This is a rooibos tea, caffeine free. If you love all things tropical pineapple coconut flavors, oh my God, I absolutely love it. So good. So that's one of the new flavors. In addition to those, we've got a blackberry. That one is a black tea. We have lemon, which is a black tea. The sweet mojito is actually a herbal, so it's like peppermint and spearmint. There's no actual like tea leaves in there, so there's no caffeine. We've got a sweet peach, which is black. We've got raspberry, which is also a black tea. Vanilla Earl Grey is an oolong tea. And then watermelon slushy, which is the only green tea we have in that line. And there's one more, it's a naturally sweet chocolate. Now, in my opinion, that one is not so much for an iced tea, but that one is really great. Like if you want to make a latte or something like that, a hot cup of tea, it's got a nice sweetness to it already. So, and then we're gonna make a pitcher of raspberry. So this is our perfect tea pitcher, and this is the biggest pitcher that we have. So it's like a 4-liter size, I believe. And so what I usually do, and this one is, the raspberry is a black tea. And we're gonna do a cold steep on this. So when you do a cold steep, you just wanna make sure that you're steeping it long enough. So I just usually do like an overnight steep in the fridge, so it's getting like 8 hours or so. And so you just take your, about 3 scoops of tea. And then all you're going to do is fill the pitcher right up with cold water. And this pitcher actually has an infuser in the lid, so you don't have to worry about removing those tea leaves when it's done steeping. You're just gonna leave them right in there, and then you can just simply pour your tea out, and then that filters out the tea leaves with this lid. If you were doing a hot steep like I'm doing in the other one, then you'd wanna use a different pitcher that has a removable infuser. So, but that is all you do. You just fill it up with cold water and throw that in the fridge. It's perfectly sweet, perfectly delicious. And then I'm gonna show you how we make this one up into a quick iced tea. So I'd say we've been steeping for probably about 4 minutes already. And then you're just gonna pour this down. So it pours out the bottom. This is a fun little infuser. You just set it on your glass. Out it pours, and then it melts the ice, and it turns into a quick iced tea. And so I usually, when I'm doing my tea this way, I add a little bit more tea than I normally would, just so that it's got a bit more of a concentrated flavor, because it does get diluted a bit when the ice melts. So let's try a sip of that. So good, very, very refreshing. You could put a little squeeze of lime in there. So that's a skinny on the Naturally Iced Tea line. If anybody has questions, please just reach out to me or post them in the comments of this video, and I'm happy to chat. Thanks for watching.